Yep. You already know who it is, man. It's King Ade. And usually, I'm with the Wizards Review, but tonight, this is an emergency broadcast. This isn't about the Wizards Review. This is nothing about the Wizards tonight, man. It's all about the Washington Commanders. You know? You know? you know, I had to get on here tonight, man. I had to. I was contemplating, but I really had to get on here. Just real quick. I had to get on here tonight. You know what I mean? Because there was a lot of haters, a lot of people that was talking really crazy to us Commanders fans when we was telling y'all we was going to win this game tonight. A lot of people was talking about we was delusional. We didn't know what we were talking about. Like we didn't know what we knew. You know what I'm saying? So I just need to get on here to tell y'all that this is destiny. You know what I'm saying? Like this was written, man. This is how it was supposed to be, man. We're going to the Super Bowl, man. We're going to the Super Bowl. I'm trying not to, I'm trying to be humble about it. You know what I mean? But this is when you see a team of destiny, when you see certain things happening throughout a season that's not supposed to happen, and it keeps happening over and over and over and over again. You have to just understand what's going on. You can't deny it. I know a lot of y'all hate Washington. I know a lot of y'all hate the Commanders. I know. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's hard right now for a lot of y'all to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all wishing for the downfall, but some things are just written. You know what I'm saying? Some things are just to be. Some things are just to be. When you got that JD5, like we was not worried about this game. Us Commanders fans, we was not we knew we was gonna beat all this talk, this 9.5, 8.5, 10-point underdog talk, this disrespect. Like y'all haven't been watching us all season. You know what I'm saying? It was mind blowing, the disrespect that we were getting. Like nothing we did this season mattered. Like it wasn't magic. Like y'all weren't watching history throughout the season. Y'all was acting like y'all wasn't watching history throughout the season, and then all of a sudden it's just gonna fall apart. Like things are just gonna change. Like Jaden Daniels hasn't been him every game this season. Like consistent. You know what I mean? The only time he was off is when he had his rib injury and he had to heal himself, and we lost to Philly, Pittsburgh, and Dallas, and people thought it was over. People thought it was over because we lost to those teams, but it was because Jaden Daniels was hurt. But once he got healed up, it was back to business. And as you can see what's going on there, what is we, like 5, 6, 7 game winning streak right there? You know what I'm saying? So look, man. We're going to see us in an NFC Championship game next week. And look. I got a special message to the Philadelphia Eagles fans. You know what I'm saying? The Philadelphia Eagles, man. Y'all better handle business tomorrow, man. Y'all better, because y'all been talking a lot throughout the years, the last couple of years. Y'all been, top of the NFC East, but y'all got one Super Bowl, and y'all now think y'all like on our level in terms of history, NFL historical franchises. Y'all think y'all with us now all of a sudden? You know what I'm saying? Y'all want, y'all been a better team the last few years. I'll give y'all that, you know what I'm saying? But in historical context, when we're talking about NFL history, come on, Eagles fans, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I really want y'all to win tomorrow. Like, I really want y'all to beat LA tomorrow. I'm rooting for y'all to beat LA tomorrow, so we could be the ones to end y'all season next week. We want to do that. We want to, LA, we ain't worried. First of all, we're not worried about LA. Let's get that out the way. We go to the West Coast and in all of that too. We could do that. You know what I'm saying? But this Eagle, it's a special thing because the Eagles beat us early in the season. Then we went to Philly, knocked their quarterback out the game. You know what I mean? Get them up out of there. And then we won this number. You know, my man, you know what I mean? Eagles fans talking about number one defense and all that. And I keep reminding them, I'm like, JD5 was like, where were they at? Where was that number one defense at when I was there, though? I'm still looking for him. That's what JD5. He didn't know nothing about that number one defense that y'all keep talking about. He doesn't know anything about them. He don't know where, what number one defense. That's what JD5 is saying. Who? What number one defense? You know what I'm saying? So we really, really want to see y'all at the NFC Championship game. You know what I mean? Third game, tiebreaker, NFC East repping. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful story. It's supposed to be written this way. You know what I'm saying? And the other thing that's even more important about this next week's game between the Commanders and the Eagles is the changing of the guard in the NFC East. Like, it's a pivotal moment in history of NFC East football. The Eagles have been doing very well for the last few years. They thought their reign was going to keep going until the last summer's draft. You know what I'm saying? When we drafted number 2 and we drafted JD5, that's when everything changed. Y'all didn't understand that was happening, but I knew what was happening. You know what I'm saying? That's when everything started to change. The energy started to shift our way, the momentum, it started to come our way. You know what I'm saying? So now, next week's game, if y'all handle business, I'm hoping y'all do. I want y'all to handle business. I really want y'all to handle business so we could end the season. But more importantly, the changing of the guard, everybody, the whole NFL world is watching, and they're seeing the changing of the guard for the NFC East. Because not just the NFC East, but the NFC, this JD5 guy, he's a problem. This is rookie season. This the worst he gonna be. You understand this, right? This the worst he's gonna be. This the worst this team, the roster, it's gonna be this season. You know, the same team that's going to the NFC Championship game next week, that team, this the worst they're gonna be. So what that means for the rest of the NFC is that y'all have a serious problem for the next 5-10 years. But I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm talking about the Eagles, man. I need y'all to win tomorrow so we could have this final tune-up for us before we go to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It's only right. It's only right. You know what I mean? So anyway, man, I just had to get up on here. I really didn't want to, but I had to get up on here and let y'all know. You know, us Commanders fans, we already knew this was going to happen tonight. We're not surprised. It's like us, the fans that saw the Redskins win Super Bowl 30. I know a lot of y'all talking 20, 30. Y'all ain't do nothing in 20 years. Y'all ain't do. I heard all that talk. I heard all that. We had an incompetent owner. That was the problem. But the history, the DNA is the DNA. The historic franchise. This is a historical franchise. A lot of y'all don't know about the youngins. Y'all don't know about it. It's not y'all fault. We had incompetent ownership. You know what I mean? That's what the problem was. It wasn't the team, like the history of the team. But now that we're back in order, we got ownership. We got a GM now. Like, we didn't have a GM. Our last owner didn't want to hire a GM. Like, how are you going to win in the NFL without a GM? So, you know what I mean? So now that we're back in order, we're running like a functioning NFL organization. You see how things are going. You know what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to know, like, this ain't going to change. Like, this is just the beginning. Get used to it. Get used to it. You know what I'm saying? Eagles, do y'all thing tomorrow, man. I'm watching y'all. I'm cheering for y'all. I want y'all to win tomorrow. I really do. Like, seriously, I really do. You know what I mean? So we can end y'all next week. Because that's what we going to do. You know what I mean? That's what we going to do. You know what I mean? We going to show y'all, you know, like, I know y'all watch us, y'all watch JD5, and then you look at Jalen Hurts, and then y'all tell yourselves, y'all be like, man, Jalen, he could do it, you know, but in y'all heart, y'all know that he's like a running back, you know what I mean, that can throw a little bit. Like, that's what Jalen Hurts is. He's a running back that can throw a little bit, you know? JD5, he's a polished pocket passer that has the ability to run very well. You know what I mean? There's a difference. You know what I mean? There's a difference. You know what I mean? So next week, the changing of the guard, the new kings of the NFC, not just NFC East, but the NFC. You know what I mean? All right, man. So good luck, Eagles, man. But for Commanders, man, HTTC, you know what I mean? HTTR, man. You know? Man, I don't have much more to say, man. You know what I mean? Good game, Washington. Good game, JD5. I knew y'all was going to do what you was going to do. We're not surprised, you know what I mean? So anyway, man, I'm out, man. I'm about to go enjoy myself, man. Just watch highlights, maybe. Watch a few of the podcasts, Redskins podcast, Commanders podcast. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's going to be, you know, enjoying the win somehow, some way. You know what I mean? So anyway, man, take care, Commanders fans. All the haters, you know, I know nobody's picking up their phones. You know what I'm saying? No, I know nobody's picking up their phones right now. I understand. You know what I'm saying? All these people that was talking greasy to you, talking greasy to us, telling us we're delusional. Now you trying to talk to them. You don't know where they at. Shit goes straight to voicemail. I know. I'm going through the same thing right now. I'm going through. We here. We here, Commanders fans. You know what I'm saying? But we got more work to do. You know what I'm saying? We know what we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? We know what this year is destined to be. You know what I'm saying? And quite frankly, you know what I almost forgot to say this. The Super Bowl, right? We just got rid of the number 1 seed. You know what I'm saying? Detroit in the NFC. We just got rid of them. So now we're gonna go to the East Coast. We want to go to the East Coast next week, and then we're gonna get rid of Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Then we go to the Super Bowl. But you know who I want to see in the Super Bowl, right? It's only right. We need Lamar Jackson to win too. Now, I'm not going to be as boastful. I got a lot of respect for Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? But it's only right, man. Washington versus Baltimore Super Bowl. I mean, what's better than that? What's better than that? Washington versus Baltimore. Oh, it'll get too crazy. It'll get too crazy around these parts, man. So that's what I envision. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm envisioning. You know what I mean? So tomorrow's going to be a big day for both AFC and NFC playoff games, divisional round games, for what I see happening in the Super Bowl to occur. You know what I'm saying? We need Baltimore to beat Buffalo, and then we need Baltimore to beat Kansas City, and we need to handle business and do what we're going to do to Philly, because they know. They know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping for a Baltimore-Washington Super Bowl. It's going to be crazy in D.C., Maryland, Virginia. You know what I mean? So I'm just looking forward to that, man. So anyway, man, that's enough of me. Till next week, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Anyway, enjoy the win. Take care, man. Have a good night, all right? Peace.